I shared on LinkedIn not too long ago that I don't want my career to be gig to gig forever. I don't have the desire to be 60 years old and still trying to find a gig. And that got a few comments with a few different thoughts. And so I wanted to shed some light on it. I put into AI, why not work gig to gig? Is working gig to gig a bad thing? The first thing it says, working gig to gig isn't bad because freelancing is bad. It becomes destructive when your entire identity, stability, and sense of direction are tied to the next yes. Okay, so I definitely understand that specific word there. When your entire identity, so who you are, your stability, probably both like stability as far as like, making ends meet, but also stability and sense of direction as far as, you have this project that is in the corporate world, so you do that, but then you have a wedding coming up, so then you do that, but then you have a real estate gig, so then you do that, but then you have a live event video, so you do that. Then you have stuff with tourism authority, so you do that. It's destructive when all of those things are tied to whether a person says yes. It reminds me of the saying about only going like an inch deep, but you're like a mile wide. And the reason why I've always had this strong desire to not be gig to gig, even when I first started and like didn't have like all, the client, 12 years in, I'm still working on that, but I didn't have all the clients, all the jobs, all the gigs. I had a vision of whatever I do, I want to be able to make it to where the thing that I'm pursuing is, of course, worth doing, and it brings in an opportunity to go beyond trying to just press record on everything, right? It helps beyond that. Like it builds something that's bigger and greater than that. Like it has an entity of its own, and it's not just built on pressing record. And for me, that pursuit has been the underlying notion of like all the stuff that I've been trying to do forever. All the stuff that I've been trying to learn, grow in, get the ability to do. It's always been like trying to tie back to that. But again, getting lost in like trying to develop packages so that we meet clients better, trying to figure out the best way to meet new possible clients, trying to figure out the best way to set up my system so that way it's easy to onboard them. It becomes destructive when my entire entity and the growth of it and the pursuit of it and the stability of it and the consistency of it and everything is built on whether this one person says yes. And I just think that's a lot to fall on because of one yes. It really is limiting. And so for me, that's why the goal has never been to consistently have gig to gig products, because it still varies, right? How do you progress, right? You may charge more, sure, become more known. But now you're becoming more known for doing so many different things. How does that work? How does that grow? When your house has problems and your toilet's not working, would you rather call a plumber that is specified in that fixing the toilets? Or would you call a handyman that knows how to build houses, they know how to contract, they know some things with plumbing, they know how to build a garage, they know how to fix a car, they know how to build a motorcycle, they know how to build a lighting system, right? You want someone that's specified for that specific thing, right? So that's where I am with gig to gig, right? Let me know what you think. Like, is this, am I just wrong here? Is this the way to go? Let me know what you think about this. I'm curious.